It's wonderful to see them all there together.
Yes.
The chicks are really big now.
Yes, and they are so many and all together.
When we were here, 1 month ago, all the chicks were maybe this big. They were all
Really
tiny.
tiny.
They're
Yeah.
really tiny. This is Laxá. The lake it comes from is Lake Mývatn, and we're in North Iceland. The goal by coming here is photographing Harlequin ducks. We have a kind of a goal, get them sitting on beautiful surroundings or stones or some vegetation if possible, and get silky moving water. And also it's just wonderful to be here. We are not really taking photos for now, we are just taking video because of the light. It's very harsh, as you can see, but it's still wonderful to be here.
Of course. It's always good to be outside in this weather.
Yeah. We have been coming here for some time now, usually trying to do the same thing, getting birds on moving water. We have been trying to get the Harlequin duck on stones and sitting on rocks or something.
Yeah, like silky around the birds. It's difficult.
It is. Yeah.
It's not. Sometimes you have to take 100 shots to make one good photo.
Yeah. And it's amazing the ability they have to dive. In Icelandic, the Harlequin duck is called straumund, which means actually stream duck. Straumund, stream duck. And it means that it can almost fly underwater. We have been photographing in this area, in Mývatn, Laxá, now for, almost a week, 6 days. And we've been photographing Harlequin ducks, well, actually all kinds of ducks. This morning we woke up at 3, went out with a small hide for ourselves, and we got some rare birds there. I think I have a solution for a very peculiar problem. I've been trying to take in, well, half a second, moving water, birds sitting in the water on a rock, and it takes a lot of shots, but I tried to put it on a self-timer. Take up to 9 shots, which the self-timer allows. Exposure delay, 3 seconds. That's it. It's better than me holding the camera with vibration on or off. I tried everything. I think this is doing a little bit better than the manual mode of using the button. It would be great if you could get a bird sitting on a stone over there.
Oh, yes.
Let's have some more coffee. There's never too much coffee.
No.
So it's good to have coffee while we try to explain how we have been shooting these photos of the Harlequin ducks and the birds, whatever species they are, to get this silky water effect. And the problem is to have them in focus, because you are using a long lens, a long exposure, and this is a problem because
sometimes it's windy too, so
yeah,
that's not
the lens is shaking.
really.
And what we have done is use both exposure delay
Yeah.
and the self timer.
Yeah.
So I set the self timer here on 2 seconds. Exposure delay is on what, 3 seconds?
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This means you have no control over how, when exactly you're shooting the photo. You're hoping that the duck is looking the right way, and this also means you take a lot of shots.
Too many shots.
Too many shots. Yeah.
Too many ruin.
Yeah. And the self timer is not only set to a 2 second delay before it starts, but also to take a few shots every time. So it's taking maybe 5 shots. I have it set to 5 shots.
Yeah.
This way, if you're lucky, the duck is looking the right way. The camera is not shaking, because it takes a few seconds after you take your grip off the camera for the vibration to go down, and this way you might get one good frame. I have seen birds sitting on the stones in the middle of the river, and it looks absolutely fantastic. We need to be lucky to get that, because I have not often seen that, and I guess for the past 3 or 4 times we've been here, no bird. It's absolutely hopeless to focus with the GR50.
Let me know. I have one here.
You can put this into one sentence. Mirrorless is the future. Just like DSLR is like the film. Just the nostalgic people, they will use it. It's, for situations like this, it's useless in video. Hey! I got focus!
Oh my god! Congratulations, honey!
I have to record. Yay! There you go. And there you have the stone which the bird is supposed to sit on. You can see it in this video. But as you can see on the grass, this is not the first time we are here. This is probably the last time we are here before we make the video. But we have been here in the spring, and some of the footage you're seeing is shot last year.
Yeah. We have been here many times. Many times. Yeah. I think I have few decent shots from this day.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's quite difficult to see if they are in focus. Well, I know they're in focus, but to see if they are shaken or not.
Sometimes you think you're really lucky, and when you come home, see it on the computer, it's not as awesome as you thought it was. So we will see how this will turn out.
Yeah. The shutter speed I have been using is mostly 1/13 of a second. It seems to give this movement you're seeking in the water.
The silky, smooth water.
Silky smooth. I don't know, maybe these photos lack foreground, middle ground, everything, and maybe they lack more environment, but well, I think it's just a challenge to use this method to get a shot like this in one shot. I know I could take a sharp one of the bird and then just a long exposure of the water. I wouldn't even need the bird on the stone, but
it's tricky to put the bird in if you're gonna paste it together.
Yeah, clone it in.
Clone it in,
image.
yeah, I would not.
And the easy way is never as fun.
No, that's true, that's true. At least we say that.
During the video we have probably shown you some of the shots we already have, but at this point in time we don't exactly know what we can show you. What I like about images like the ones we're trying to get with the silky effect on the water, what I like about that is it's a little bit timeless.
Yeah, it's more like a arty, I think.
Yeah, a little bit arty.
Yeah.
And
it's the best thing when they walk up on a small stone, and the river is floating
around it.
Around it?
Yeah.
So then you get lucky, if you are so lucky to have stone in the middle of the...
Yeah, well, I was hoping there would be
river.
one on the stone just below us, but there wasn't.
No.
And I think we have been here 2 or 3 times for this video.
Yes.
But it's never been on that stone. But
no.
I have seen birds on it, but not when I have a camera.
One day when I will be here,
one day I will get
they
it.
will be sitting and waiting after me.
Yeah. I'd like to explain the method we use for trying to get sharp images of the bird on a stone. We want, in the same frame, without taking another photo, get the bird sharp, but the water around with this silky effect. And what we do is a combination of a self-timer, exposure delay, and well, some tricky tricks, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'd like to show you on here.
Yes. Show them.
Well, number one, the camera is set to manual mode, so you can see it's on manual right now. I have a 6-stop filter now in the lens, drop-in filter. I don't use it all the time, just sometimes, and most of the images are taken without a filter. Then what I do is put this on self-timer. I set the timer on 2 seconds. I can choose up to 20, but I like to have it 2 seconds, no reason to wait. And number of shots 5, that's just me. You can go up to 9 in the icons. And interval is 0.5 seconds, which is the shortest available. And I also like to use exposure delay mode for 3 seconds, which means the camera waits for 3 seconds before taking the actual photo. By doing this, I can take, well, I try not to touch the image, the camera, excuse me, and by doing it, let's say this is a demo. I focus on the trees. Let's say we have a beautiful duck right here, but then I just press the shutter button, don't touch it, and it should take 5 different shots. And of course this is no guarantee that you get something perfect, but at the moment I'm taking on 1/13th of a second, f8, and ISO, oh, I see I have for the demo I have ISO on auto, which is, well, that's just fine with this demo, but like you can see here, we have a pretty sharp image all around. Some of the leaves are moved, shaking, but let's see the next one. Bum, bum, bum. So you can see different sharpness between the images, but this is what happens. You take a series of images and hopefully one of them will be just fine. So it's been very fun to make this video. If you enjoyed it, remember,
please subscribe.
Thank you for watching, and until next time.
Cheers.
Can I have some of that coffee? There's a mosquito in my coffee.
Oh. Maybe I have...
It's just as good.
Oh my god. No.
If you're making plans for Iceland, our book, Photographing Iceland, a photo guide to 100 locations, is now available as an ebook. The paperback version took more than a year in the making, and it's based on our experience for many years photographing Iceland. We wanted the book to be a practical and time-saving travel companion for anyone visiting Iceland with a camera. It's very useful to have it on the phone, and you can also read it on a tablet or a computer. It's written to be the book we wish we had many years ago. It would have saved us a lot of time when we started traveling in Iceland with photography in mind. You can order our books on our website, photographingiceland.is.